Hey guys, Jay, welcome back to the channel. It's been kind of a slow week for toy news, actually, and I can't blame you. I mean, like, it is the end of the year. Christmas is coming up soon, and a lot of people are just preparing for the holidays. But that all ended yesterday as Mondo dropped the news that Buzz-Off, that's right, Master Universe Buzz-Off, is going up for pre-sale today. I want to take a deep dive and see exactly what was dropped on mondoshop.com and see all the details about this brand new figure. Let's have a look, everybody. Heading over to mondoshop.com, we find that there's a coming soon announcement here on the corner splash. And who is that we spy? Yes, indeed, that is the mighty Buzz-Off. And heading over to their blog, we can see that Buzz-Off 1/6 scale figure timed edition details have been posted on mondoshop.com. And I wanted to find out all the details about this brand new 1/6 scale Master Universe release, as this is probably going to be one of the last figures released on mondoshop.com. There he is, everybody, Buzz-Off 1/6 scale figure timed edition, and that of course is always a great news for Master Universe fans. Scrolling down further, we see the note here confirming that the final figure for Master Universe for 2024 is the heroic spy in the sky, Buzz-Off. This is crazy, everybody. Let's have a look at some of these details. There he is, the heroic Buzz-Off. The Android warrior looks freaking amazing here. Bravo to everybody who worked on this project, and we're going to get to some of those details a little bit later in the episode. But let's take a look at what we see here for Buzz-Off. He comes with this halberd axe, which has this wonderful mixture of Android culture. We can actually see that blades of the axe are actually made of almost a honeycomb texture. Oh my gosh, that's freaking crazy. The top of the axe has this fuzzy texture, which is very similar to the way bees actually have pollen, where they collect it on their legs. I think that's a wonderful detail, and it has a stinger at the top. Oh my gosh. Makes you wonder if it's a one-time use only weapon, but I love the design. And if we're scrolling down further, we can actually see some details which appear to be like a hive right at the base of the neck of the axe, with these two wonderful little handles here, which appear to be cast in gold, reflecting the golden nature of each of the androids. Further down, we see the neck continues with these almost bee-like structures, and further down we can see that the wrappings still continue that wonderful organic nature of this race, leading all the way down to a spear right at the bottom, again detailed in gold and amber. Wonderful details here for the main weapon of Buzz-Off. Zooming out further, we do see that he also has a shield, and on the front of that shield, is that the queen of the androids? This is amazing, and leads me to wonder if we will not eventually see a figure for the High Queen of the androids in action figure form. Wouldn't that be something? Buzz-Off's overall look is that of a juxtaposition from the original character and many of the details that were seen in the 2000X edition of the character. And I wonder if this is actually a preview for their 2000X edition line, which will be coming out later next year, and a sign of things to come. I think we can only guess at that particular portion. But it's wonderful to see how the design ideas really start to flow with characters. Buzz-Off's hands here are very reminiscent of the way they looked in 2000X, along with much of the attire that he has for his exoskeleton. But there are some details which I think you'll see, which are still inspired from the original character from Master of the Universe. Speak of the devil, there he is. Very much the original depiction of Master of the Universe in the 80s. This is Buzz-Off as he was depicted without his multi-eye helmet, and this is the actual version of Buzz-Off, which I prefer. I really did like the way he looked originally as a character from the toy. As a matter of fact, the wings themselves are very reminiscent of the way they looked in that action figure from the 1980s. And I have to say that this is the first toy-inspired head, which really doesn't detract that much when actually put on the character itself. Usually with characters who have toy-inspired heads, they really look like they don't belong on the characters themselves. This one, in fact, looks very much as if it could really fit in with this particular body, and I'm really happy that that's actually the case. I think that everyone who worked on this project was really determined to make something like this happen, and I'm really happy the way it turned out. The exoskeleton itself is wonderfully detailed, as we can see here. We can even see some musculature on the inner portions where the armor is overlaid on top, giving Buzz-Off a very organic structure versus the exoskeleton itself. Moving down further, we can see that the belt is wonderfully detailed with a wonderful mixture of the Android culture as well as that standard Turnian style of decor with all the beads right in the front. But he also has these wonderful pouches on the sides, which really are helpful when it comes to gathering pollen and other materials as the androids do. We can see here that along with his more traditional head, they've actually attached these clawful-like claws, which are much more reminiscent of the original toy. And I really am excited that they brought that back, along with his original short axe with its cover handle, as this is the traditional weapon of Buzz-Off. The plate armor that he has on his waist looks very appropriate with this design for Buzz-Off. And moving down further, we can see that his legs have these new shin pads, once again depicting very much of the Android culture. And this is a brand new sculpt from the ground up, as we can see all of that plate armor on his legs, showcasing that wonderful exoskeleton, and the feet are wonderfully designed. Bravo to everyone who worked on this project. This is absolutely incredible. Regardless of which way you decide to display him, Buzz-Off has always been a fan favorite, and I think a lot of people are going to be very excited to add this guy to their collection as one of the many races of the Eternia landscape. Here we get another glimpse of Buzz-Off with his multi-segmented eye helmet. And I gotta tell you, he looks amazing here. If you were like me as a kid, you probably lost a helmet very soon after, swallowed by the carpet monster. And I gotta tell you, I never actually saw this version of Buzz-Off very often. And having seen it here, I really do appreciate its overall value. But as I mentioned earlier, this will always be the Buzz-Off that I remember. And I just like the more friendly nature of this overall look for Buzz-Off, as this one definitely is more of a warrior type of aesthetic, which of course throughout the series has always befitted Buzz-Off and the Adrenid people. He now comes with this wonderful looking lance, and I gotta tell you, this is amazing. Once again adorned with almost insect-like features, the base of course having the sort of nature of the Android culture. The buttstock also has that wonderful amber look, and of course moving up we can really see that has a stinging nature for the Andrenids, who of course at one point had stingers right on their abdomens. Another wonderful addition to the character itself. Buzz-Off of course is a ally of the Masters of the Universe, and he's prepared to fight anyone who stands in the way of his friends, taking on even the likes of Skeletor in battle. Buzz-Off and the Adrenids are very adept in combat, and as we've seen in the past, Skeletor is no friend of the Adrenids, but of course tries to use him against the Avalon people, as both flying races have had their tensions in the past. Buzz-Off of course is not afraid to take on any foe, including the mighty Beastman, engaging in mortal combat. And I want to give a huge shout out to Raul Barrero for these incredible photos, the atmosphere, the design, the layout. Raul and his team have done incredible work here. But as always, it is the team over at Mondo who are making these wonderful detailed action figures, which we all enjoy, that make this possible. Buzz-Off stands at an impressive 12 inches tall, and his wingspan looks equally as impressive. This is going to be a wonderful addition to anybody's collection, as he comes with everything that you see here. We have Buzz-Off himself with those wonderful splayed out wings, 3 additional head sculpts for this timed edition, the standard stoic head sculpt, which is rather subdued, a more snarling face, showing a split in his actual mandible. That's interesting. His helmeted head with his multi-segmented eyes, and of course that wonderful homage head from the original Master Universe. He also has his traditional battle axe, the new halberd with its much longer extension, the stinging lance, which of course depicts the nature of the Andrenid people, the splayed hands which are included with the character, the more gripping hands, slightly more splayed hands, and the 2 more clawed hands, which I believe might actually be articulated as well as the more toyetic version of the character. And of course we can't forget his amazing looking shield, which depicts the queen of the Andrenids. This looks freaking amazing. Huge shout out to everybody who was involved in the production of this incredible figure. Concept designed by Emiliano Santalucia, Florian Bertmer, Hector Arce, and of course Peter Santamaria. Sculpt by the amazing Tommy Hodges, paint by Mark Bristow, packaging art by Florian Bertmer, and package design by Jordan Christensen. And we can't forget the amazing photography done by Raul Barrero and his team. Buzz-Off is estimated to ship early May of 2025 to selected countries. Definitely check here to find out which countries it's able to ship to. There's free shipping to the United States, Canada, UK, and the EU. There's a limit of 3 per household, and there will be plans available. The figure itself is $265 for this timed edition exclusive on MondoShop.com. And it should also be noted, if we scroll up further, pre-order for Buzz-Off begins on December 10th at noon Central Time. That of course is only a few hours away and lasts through Friday, December 20th at noon Central Time. That's a full 10 days to order the Android Warrior Buzz-Off, only on MondoShop.com. As a special treat, Mondo's holiday deals offering $10 off purchases of $100, $35 off of purchases of $250, and $50 off purchases of $300 at MondoShop.com. This figure is actually included and counts towards those spending thresholds, and the discounts are automatic in the cart. This is absolutely amazing. So you can expect $35 off of this particular figure, as does meet the $250 threshold. And if you spend just a little bit more money and hit that $300 threshold, you can save up to $50 off of your purchase on MondoShop.com. This is an absolute amazing deal from our friends over at Mondo. Guys, Buzz-Off has been announced at MondoShop.com and will be available a few hours from now. Don't sleep on this. You have 10 full days to pre-order Buzz-Off on motoshop.com. This is an amazing opportunity for anybody who's been waiting for the Android Warrior, and I gotta tell you, I think a lot of people are gonna be chomping at the bit to pick this guy up just in time for the holidays. The Master Universe continues to go strong in 2024, and Mondo is just absolutely killing it. This is absolutely amazing. Holy crap, everybody. Only a few hours away before you can start pre-ordering your very own Buzz-Off 1/6 scale action figure from Mondo. This is an incredible new figure and showcases the fact that Master Universe is not done in 2024. As a matter of fact, so many new releases are being announced every single week leading up to the end of the year, and this one is just another one to add to your collection. Let me know in the comment section below, guys, what are your thoughts about the release of Buzz-Off as the last figure for the year for the Master Universe from Mondo? Are you guys excited about this particular version of the Android Warrior Buzz-Off? And are you going to be picking up this guy on this timed edition, having 10 days to pick him up for the exclusive edition of Buzz-Off? Or is this way too close to the end of the year, being Christmas, and after all those crazy sales for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, your budget is down to such a razor-thin amount that this one is just something that you're going to have to pass by? Let me know those comments in the comment section below, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please do leave me a like. It really does help me out. And, of course, if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I post up to 2 episodes a week, and I hope you guys enjoy. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you'll always know when new episodes are posted. Guys, the Master Universe continues to go strong in 2024, leading into 2025. And I took a deep dive into some of the wonderful packaging design for the Master Universe Origins Collection, cartoon version specifically. And you can take a look at that episode right here. I'll see you guys there. I hope you guys are all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Good journey, everybody. Geek proud.